Hello, fellow sojourners. I wanted to expand on the HIV story with my husband. Um, there was a part of the story that I didn't share. I'm trying to keep these vlogs under 10 minutes, and I was afraid I was going over the limit with that. But the rest of the story in terms of this was that there was a newspaper article in our local newspaper that was written about my husband, and I'll show it to you here. It was Firefighter Recounts HIV Scare, and there's a picture of my husband with his gloves on, and it basically reiterated the very story that I told you about what we went through as a family, and it was over a 6-month period of time to get all those tests done, so it seemed like an eternity. But because of his experience, the rest of the fire department took notice and began to make sure there was a policy in place about the importance of having the equipment to protect themselves at their reach, at the ready. So he became hyper vigilant about what it meant to protect the other firefighters so that they wouldn't have to go through what we went through as a family. And his perspective was that he was worried and just the realization that he was not going to continue to be a firefighter, which was a job that he really enjoyed and felt that he was making a difference in the lives of the community. And as I showed him the last vlog I made, he was emotionally disturbed by it. A flood of emotion came through again, and it still haunts us to this day what we went through. But a story came to mind about our great niece was going to Denver, and they were going to perform heart surgery on her. So we're going to open up her little chest. And we went in to see her before the operation. I looked over and there was this little boy, about 2.5 years old, that was encased in this plastic housing. He was in isolation within this room. And I asked the nurse, I said, "Why does that little boy look so sad?" And she said, "Because no one can touch him." She said, "What he has is extremely contagious and lethal. So no one can pick him up, no one can nurture him, no one can be there for him with that physical touch." And he looked so sad, and my heart just broke for that baby. And I think this was in the early 90s, like 91, 92, or 91, because it was about a year after that we had the HIV scare. But it occurred to me that that's what we're going through now with this pandemic. And there have been lots of people that have died without being able to touch the hand of their loved one to say goodbye or to have them pray for them, touch them. I think the human touch is so important. And I really understand what it means to have someone be afraid of you. That's why we didn't discuss or share any of our story with anybody that we knew, because we'd been advised not to do that because we would be ostracized. And people in the gay community back in the late 80s were being thrown out of their apartments. The roommates didn't want anything to do with them. Their families shunned them. Society shunned them. And we certainly knew how that felt, even though the gay lifestyle was not why my husband was exposed to it or contracted it. But I just want you to know that the human touch is very, very important. It is unlike anything. You need that, especially when you're going through hard times. You need a caress. You need a hug. You need someone laying hands on you. You need prayer support. You need a lot of things that our society last year wasn't doing for our elderly or for people that were dying with COVID. And so I just want to encourage you, if you have an opportunity to go and visit your mother, your grandmother, a neighbor, an elderly neighbor, just please do, because it is so vitally important at a certain point in someone's life, the importance of the human touch. It is something that will make a difference in someone's day and maybe give them comfort for the rest of their lives, just that one experience that they can hold on to. So I just wanted to share the rest of the story and encourage you. Even though the Lord can't physically touch us, he touches us in amazing ways, but he uses others to touch us physically. So won't you be that person? Won't you reach out and touch someone today? God bless you, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye.